So you've probably seen those three letters everywhere lately, right? ESG. But what does it really take to go from just knowing the term to actually putting it into action? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Why is this three-letter acronym suddenly at the center of every business conversation? What's the big deal? Why is this something you absolutely cannot afford to ignore anymore?
Well, to put it simply, the game has totally changed. The pressure to be accountable is coming from literally every direction now. You've got investors who want to see long-term sustainable value. You've got regulators setting new rules. And hey, even your own employees are demanding that the place they work actually aligns with their values.
So let's quickly break down what we're even talking about. ESG stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. I want you to think of these as the three main pillars holding up a strong, modern company. And here's the kicker. Getting this right isn't just about PR or feeling good. It's now a core driver of how well a business actually performs.
And this is where it gets real. The E for environmental, that's all about your footprint on the planet. You know, how you manage energy, waste, and pollution. The S for social, that's about people. We're talking diversity, fair treatment for workers, and how you interact with the community. And G for governance, well, that's the glue that holds it all together. It's about ethical leadership, being transparent, and playing by the rules.
All right, so the concept makes sense, right? We get the what and the why. But here comes the million-dollar question for so many people. How do you take these big ideas and weave them into the day-to-day fabric of your company? How do you make ESG, well, real? And that's where something like this comes in. It's all about that journey from feeling uncertain to actually making a real impact. Think of a program like this as your roadmap, your guide to navigate this whole complex area and start making a difference you can actually measure. And if you look at the roadmap, it's a really clear, logical path. First things first, you got to get the basics down. Get everyone speaking the same language. From there, you start applying it to your everyday work. Then, you're ready to tackle the tougher challenges head on, with the big goal being to build all of this into your company's culture for good. Look, nobody learns this stuff by just sitting through a lecture, right? For these ideas to actually stick, you have to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. That means real discussions, practical exercises, and tackling problems you'd actually see at work. That's how it becomes second nature.
So after all that, what's the payoff? What can you actually do differently when you walk out the door? Let's talk about the real-world impact you'll be able to make.
For starters, you'll have the confidence to explain what ESG is to absolutely anyone. You'll walk away with a real toolkit you can use in your daily job, which, by the way, helps boost your company's reputation and performance. And maybe most importantly, you'll truly get how solid governance is the foundation for building trust with everyone, your customers, your team, your investors.
And let's be clear, this isn't just fluffy stuff. The business case is incredibly powerful. We're not talking about a cost center here. We're talking about a massive value driver. It translates directly into a better reputation, smarter ways to manage risk, and ultimately, the kind of stable, long-term growth that every single company is shooting for.
So you might be asking yourself, is this for me? Well, if you're the kind of person who sees where the world is going and you want to be part of shaping that change instead of just watching it happen, then yeah, this is for you. It honestly doesn't matter if you're brand new to this, or you're a manager trying to lead your team, or you work in HR or compliance. The common thread is that you want to make a meaningful impact. It's all about upgrading your professional toolkit for this new era of business. And hey, if you only take one thing away from this, let it be this. ESG is no longer a nice to have. It's not an optional extra. It has become an absolutely critical, non-negotiable part of a company's resilience and long-term success. It's the new baseline, period. At the end of the day, this is about so much more than just a concept. It's about leadership. So the only real question left is, are you ready to help lead the way into a more sustainable future?